What's going on, fam? It's DK Best coming at you, man. Hey, we're gonna get busy here today in my Corona lockdown series episode. I think we're up to 11 or 12 now. Okay, today we're gonna focus on doing this cup, right? And here's a model of the cup that I'm drawing, right? You're gonna make it very simple. I'll draw this cup and a few objects inside of the cup, right, which are overlapping each other. In other words, one is in front of the other, right? So I'm gonna get into that a little bit more today. Last lesson, I gave you a example of that when we use the pear and the orange. So we're gonna get busy, all right? So you know we always start out with our basic shapes. And I'm gonna show you that you can do this without any special tools. So let me get a straight edge, something that has a hard straight edge on it. You're gonna use this piece of cardboard, okay? All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a rectangle, right? So it's gonna be a little longer than a square on one side, right? So you wanna make your cup square, that's fine. Do you, okay? And it doesn't matter how large or how small you make it, as long as it gets done. Okay, so we're just gonna draw a square, excuse me, a rectangle, right? Could be any size that you want. This could be the basic shape for your cup. And then we're going to use a letter. Guess what letter? The letter D. If you can make a D, you can make a handle on this cup. I'm gonna show you, okay? Normally the handle is not at the top of the cup, it's sort of in the center or it's a little bit down from the top. So that's where we're gonna put the handle, okay? So you're gonna make a D, all right? So we have our line here. You're gonna come down about right there on your cup. And we're gonna draw the letter D. Since this line is already drawn lightly, we're gonna come around and just draw a D, okay? Just draw a D. Take your time, doesn't have to be perfect. Bam, there you go. All right, the next one we're gonna draw another D on the inside. So we're gonna come down a little bit, right? A little bit on this side, the bottom. We're gonna try to draw it parallel or even when we go around to this D. If we don't, that's fine, no problem. Remember to make your lines light, okay? I come around. All right, now we're gonna get busy and draw it for real. Okay, that's gonna be our guidelines. So we're gonna use our straight edge. I find the cardboard is kind of flimsy, so I'm gonna go back to my ruler. If you have a ruler or edge of a book, something like that, okay, you can use that. I'm gonna draw our first line. A straight line down. Okay. I'm gonna go to the other side. Okay, what we don't want to do is draw a line. Draw a straight line down in between these two lines because the cup connects to, the handle connects to the cup. So we don't want to draw a line in there. So to remind us of that, we just erase it. All right, just erase it. And when you're drawing your line, come back a little bit. If you forget where those lines are, okay, for the cup, where the D is for the cup, just put a little line out here. You see how it matches here, and then on the inside here, matches there. So it lets me know that I don't want to draw my line in between those two lines. Do the same thing on this side. Okay. So when I come back with my ruler, I know exactly where not to draw the lines. Okay. So we're going to draw one line, stop. Next line, down. We're going to stop at that one, the next one. We're going to go to the next line. We're going to draw that all the way down to the bottom of the cup. Now, we know that the cup is not perfectly square. So what we'll do is just round, just draw a little C on the bottom. Just round it out just a little bit, right? Just make a little curve, okay? As you make a little curve, then you come back with your ruler and finish the line, right? Finish the line, straight line. All right, so it connect with that little curve. We're gonna do the same thing on the top. We're gonna put a little curve on the top, right? Come around, put a little curve on the top and come around, all right? Then we'll go back with our ruler. Back with our ruler and go across. Okay, so the line's gonna match. The little curved line we put there should match. Run right into this line, bam. Okay, now, I'm gonna show you something here. Where we have our two D's, right? They actually don't run straight into the cup. So it curves around to form sort of like a zero, okay? So we're gonna put that little bit of that line in there and connect it with the D. That's why I wanted you to do it in pencil, okay? So you're gonna take this line here for the inside curve, right? But it just make a little curve, right? So instead of drawing a straight D, right? On the inside, we're gonna put a little curve. And for the D on the outside, on this side, on the outside, we're gonna put a little curve and run right into that D. Right into the D we made, right? Now you can go back and draw your D. I'm gonna modify this one just a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. The top line, you can actually make it run into it. You want to curve it, that's fine. And the inside line here, also curve it. All right. Then you can draw your D however you see fit. I'm going to make mine a little bit more, I won't say fancy. I'm going to use my circles here that I have. I'm just going to take half of the circle. I'm going to change mine up a little bit. So if you don't know how to draw a D, okay, you can use a half a circle, like I'm getting ready to do. All right. I'm going to do a half circle. I'm going to meet those lines up, all right? So I'm going to do a half circle. I don't want it to come out too far. I want it to meet. All right, so I can use the half circle here. Just match that line, right here. Now, if I want to do the same thing on the outside, it's going to be a little harder to draw that, right? So you can use a larger D, a larger circle, or I'll just do it by hand. So for me, I'm going to turn my paper because I'm right-handed. I'll normally do my curves first on the right side. And look, don't stress if it's not parallel all the way around, because in actuality, this portion here and this portion here would be a little bit smaller than the outside. So it's okay if you go a little wide on your D on the outside. Okay? So we're gonna draw another D. All right. And bring it around. Run it right into the top. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're not looking for perfection here. What we're doing is getting the basics down of how to use basic shapes, right? I could get into a lot more detail with this, but I won't. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Remember to curve that line up, okay? Now we can erase all the other lines that we don't need. Okay, and we have our basic cup shape. We put a little highlight there, a little highlight on the cup. Just put a little curved line there, a little highlight here on the rim. Okay, if you want to, you can put a bottom. You can add, we're gonna add one, okay? Let's go below the cup, right? Put another line, and that line won't go all the way across. We'll stop in the center. We'll stop. You just show it going outside both sides, okay? So I made a line here, okay? I want it to end, so I'm gonna put a little curve on it. I didn't draw it all the way to the end. I didn't draw it all the way to the end. What I did was drew it I stopped a little bit before the end. You can draw it straight down if you want. You can draw it at an angle. You can draw it at a curve. I'm gonna put mine at a little angle, right? Just a little angle. Come down to meet it. Little angle, come down to meet it. Then I'm gonna use my ruler again. Or my straight edge, go straight across. And bam, now I have a little bottom for my cup. Now inside the cup I can put what I want. And remember your cup is curved around like this. It's not really flat, right? So you putting things here on the cup. Let's say I want to draw a circle. I know that the cup is gonna, because it's around, it's gonna distort the circle, right? So you can get away with drawing an egg shape. Or how about, let's do this. Let's not even worry about shapes. Do what you like on the cup. Let's roll up to what's in the cup, right? Okay, I'm gonna put a candy cane and a couple of suckers in. Okay, actually a straw and a couple of circles, a couple of straws. So I'm gonna use my straight edge. You can draw it at whatever angle you want to, right? If you want it straight up and down, I just like to do it at an angle for interest, right? And you can make it as far up out of the cup as you want to, okay? So we draw one parallel line, and I'm gonna go out a little bit, want a little bit wider, right? I don't want it too close, I don't want a real skinny straw, but if you like yours like that, that's cool, all right? I want about twice that width, okay? I'm gonna draw another line right next to it. That's my straw, right? Put a little curve on the top. If I want to draw some stripes on it, use my parallel lines again. And this time when I draw my parallel lines, I'm putting a little curve with it, right? So instead of me coming straight down like this, which you can see the difference between these lines and that line, I'm gonna put a little curve with it, like I'm drawing a little, sort of like a C, okay? Sort of like a C. And I'll put another one here. Okay. And kind of make sure your lines are even in between. This line and this line, that one and that one. If not, that's cool. Just your straw, do you, okay? Do you. I'm gonna take that one and finish it up. And let's put a line here to indicate the top of the straw. All right. Next thing I'm gonna draw is a sucker. Okay. I'm gonna have the suckers going this way. So let's pick me a circle for the size that I want. And for this one, I want a small one, right? I'm gonna have it hanging out of the cup a little bit. So I'm gonna draw a line. You can put your suckers wherever you want, right? This will normally be done with a pencil, right? Because I'm going to color mine in. I want to show it to you in black, okay? Then if you want to be accurate with it, okay, the straw will be in the center of the sucker. So if you cut it in half, right, and you lay your ruler down at the angle that you want, right? Draw one line, come back, draw another line parallel. I'll show you another way to do this. Let me erase these right quick. Okay. Another way to do this. Go back to your center, right? Go back to your circle. You can put your ruler underneath it, right? You put your ruler underneath it, or put it right on top of the circle, right? If it looks like it's too far over, right, you can always look at it and adjust, okay? If you don't know where half the circle's at, just use the outside of the paper to make sure that things are straight. Take a measurement with your ruler, and you find out where the center's at, and you put a little tick mark there, and you can use your ruler, draw a straight line down. That'll give you a center point, all right? And we're going to do it this way, right? I want my line to be. This is why you always use a pencil when you're doing your initial drawings, so that you can erase when you make a mistake, or if and when you make a mistake. All right. So I like where that line is sitting. When I put my other one on, it should be center. Bam. And now that one is in the center of the sucker, so it doesn't look weird. Doesn't look like the sucker's stick is off to one side or the other. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna overlap objects, right? So I'm gonna put another sucker behind this one, but I'm gonna make that one a lot larger, right? Make that one a lot larger. I'm gonna put that one over slightly, right? Remember, you can make your circle initially light, because this object, the circle, the sucker that I'm drawing is behind this one. Draw the circle right through it, right? Then you come back and do what? Erase, that's right. Erase that in the center. Now you have one object in front of the other one. And I'm gonna have this one tilting a little bit this way. So I find the center of my circle. I'm actually eyeballing it, but I just gave you a nice little way to do that. Okay, this line is actually center, so I'm gonna go on both sides of it to create the sucker portion of my lollipop, the stick. Then I'll just erase the center line. So find your center, go to the right of it, draw a line, left of it, draw a line, and there you have it. I can add some more things. Let me finish these first. Let's go back. Remember, when you're drawing your permanent line for the suckers, if one's in front of the other one, don't draw that line through it, okay? Because that ruins the illusion, right? That ruins the illusion that one is behind the other one, okay? So you really want to take your time and make sure that you don't forget to erase that in case you're following these lines, and mess around and draw a line right through your sucker. Boy, you're gonna be mad. Trust me, I used to do it. So don't worry about it. It's all part of the learning process, if you do. Okay, so I got my straw, got my two suckers here. Not gonna really add much, if any, detail to the suckers. And you can, if you want to, but basically not designing these to get into a bunch of detail, just to show you the basics and how you can use different things to draw. Okay. different objects and circles and using square, circle, rectangle, and a triangle. Okay, so the first one, I'm gonna color this right quick. I'm gonna use red. Okay, I know y'all know Mother's Day is coming up, so hey, why don't you make her a card? I'm giving you guys these lessons on how to draw these fun little things. Why not make a card for your mom? I'm changing the colors here. Everybody used to the red candy cane or straw. Guess what? Mine's gonna be blue. And I'll use another primary color, green, to do my other larger candy, larger lollipop. Yeah, this is fun. I'm glad I get to, sit down here and show you guys a little bit about the basics. We're going through this little situation here, which I'm not going to get into. But with the situation, things are changing, so it may be that might need to learn a few drawing skills for your job or your children. So guess what? These little lessons probably could come in handy one day. And there we go. So I can get into it more and add some darker colors and start making the lollipops look three-dimensional, but I'm not gonna get into that. I don't want to make this complicated. I want to keep it simple, make it easy. You can add all kinds of things. I mean, hey, add a flower if you want, Just come up here and draw a circle, right? Have some leaves, all right? All right. Let's draw a little something right quick. I might get into some more intermediate and advanced level drawings if you guys ask for it, but I really just want to keep this simple. Really just want to keep it simple. Don't want to get into a whole bunch of complicated stuff. You put your little flower there, You know, make another one over here. Put your name on the cup. There's so many things that you can do with this, you know. I'm just giving you some beginning ideas on what you can do with this type of drawing, okay? So I've had fun today. I'm grateful to be able to share just a little bit that I know, of the little bit that I do know. Hope you have fun. Take it and run with it. Y'all take care. Be safe. Peace.